early arrival for the Commonwealth Conference being held in London was the Union of South Africa's Prime Minister, Dr. Daniel Malan. Before departing, the Premier gave a brief interview.
Well, I would just say that I expected on my arrival here that I would be besieged by a large number of newspaper reporters. I expected that because newspaper men, like the poor, are always with us.
Dave Malan was my great-great-grandfather's older brother. He was elected Prime Minister of South Africa in 1948, and he laid most of the groundwork for apartheid. He was the champion of Afrikaner nationalism and believed in the ideology of people groups living separate but equal. In practice, the equal part was grossly neglected, and the legacy for apartheid was built, which still has devastating effects on our country today. Dave Malan was literally born in my parents' bedroom, and there's a plaque on our house that says he was born there. My grandparents were born before apartheid was implemented. My parents grew up during apartheid, and I was born 2 years before our first democratic election. In my lifetime, South Africa has changed in that when my parents grew up, they went to schools that were only white schools and probably also mainly Afrikaans. And I grew up in a school that was at least half colored and half white. Through this film, I'll look at the three generations of my family, which represent three very different generations of South Africans. Because I believe that in order to know what we need to do to move forward, we need to look at our history and the structures that have shaped the country that we have today.
Ons geskiedenis is ons geskiedenis. En meeste van die geskiedenisse wat ek ken in my lewe is met bloed en swaar kry geskrywe, en so is ons ook. Maar ou moet leer die geskiedenis uit en die toekoms daarmee bou. Jy moet nie die foute wat in geskiedenis gebeur het weer herhaal. En die tendens is daar is om nie na die geskiedenis te kyk en elkeen toe te laat om sy eie foute maak. En dit kos ons baie as jy nie die geskiedenis leer en ten minste daai foute vir my in die toekoms nie. Jy kan eie nuwe foute maak. Dis vooruitgang. Maar om dieselfde foute te maak as wat jou voorgeslagte gemaak het, dis agteruitgang. En ons kan nie dit deesdae meer bekostig.